What's up, fellas? This is Carlos Green with the Men's Power Connect, and welcome back to another episode. And we're so excited that you all are continuing to support the what are we doing? The podcast. Yeah. What's up, fellas? This is Carlos Green with the Men's Power Connect, and thank you for joining us for another webinar. Why is he saying webinar? Podcast. Let's go.
Hey, fellas, and welcome to this week's episode on marital prioritization. Check it out.
What's up, fellas? This is Carlos Green with the Men's Power Connect, and welcome back to another podcast episode. So excited that you all are continuing to support us, where our mission is to equip, engage, and empower men in life and leadership. And as you can see, we just have two of us here today. And so my co-host here, Mr. Myron Head. What's up, man?
Grace and peace, everybody. Hey, listen, we are coming to you today to talk about or continue talking about marriage works. And our topic today we're going to cover is prioritizing your marriage. But as Carlos just mentioned, I'd be remiss if we didn't say, because y'all know our tagline for our brother Osai. He'd be sitting right here. He'd say, I ain't going nowhere. He done went somewhere, y'all.
He gone.
Because he ain't here today. No, just scheduling conflict that we had. He is actually out of town with the family when we were doing this recording. So holding our brother down, safe travels to him as him and his family come back. And he'll be back for the next go-round.
Yeah.
For sure.
I love it.
All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get into it. So again, talking about prioritizing our marriage and marriage works. And we kick this off talking about seeing your spouse, hearing your spouse, feeling your spouse, and valuing your spouse. Today's no different. We'll continue to kind of weave those into the conversation. But so Carlos, tell me, how do we prioritize our marriage? I want to hit on three kind of specific areas. So we're going to talk about prioritizing your marriage as it relates to your work, prioritizing your marriage as it relates to your extended family, and then prioritizing your work as it relates to either your church or whatever type of service, organization, or community you might be involved in. So that's where we want to go today.
Yep.
What do you want to kick off?
I would love to kick us off with, I love the prioritizing our marriages. And I think one of the examples that we get is, how did we date our spouses before we got married? You know, our boos, our girlfriends, all that. What was that like? Because that could be the model or the template that actually carries over into marriage. What does that look like? For us, so I know with Catherine and I, we dated for like 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Before we got married. Now, I will say in those 6 years, it wasn't like it was rainbows and unicorns or anything like that. We were really learning each other and kind of walking through that. I was in college. She was in college as well, but I had graduated from college and we were continuing to still date at that point. But truly learning about relationships and what that looks like. And I was in pursuit of, I think when we first started dating, I wasn't in pursuit of a wife because I was in college. And so it's just, she looks amazing. She looks wonderful. But the more I got to know her, the more that she exhibited the qualities that I wanted in a wife. That's what that looks like.
Yeah.
So we didn't have the fairy tale dating relationship. I was having to learn how to pursue my wife through our dating relationship. But then it was prioritized that, hey, I wanted to spend a lot of time with her. I wanted to get to know her. And the more I got to know her, the more I wanted to be around her even more, because she exhibited the values that I was looking for. Even physically, what I was attracted to, that was wonderful. How she actually handled her business and her relationships were extremely important. And I love that she could prioritize what that looks like for her life. And then her just being around her was really exciting. Just I long to be with her all the time. So
that's good. Awesome.
What about for you?
Yeah, so for me and Donnelly, I would say our date. So we dated for about a year.
But you guys were out of college, though.
We were out of college, yeah. So out of college, she's full-fledged adult on her own, working, owns her own place, full-fledged adult. I'm working on my own place. So for us, like I said, we dated for about a year and then got engaged, and the engagement lasted about 6 months. So it's about 18 months total just in the time frame that we were together.
So when I met you and then I met her, so you all were dating then though. So it was only like a year?
It was just a year. Yeah.
It seemed like it was longer than that.
It did. But see, so I was kind of the opposite though. When I was dating with the intention of marriage. Right. So for me, if I was dating a young lady, if I didn't see those characteristics, if I didn't see those traits that I was looking for in a wife, it was like we're cutting it. We just going to be friends, because I knew what I was looking for.
Got it.
And if I didn't see that, then I didn't want to waste my time or that young lady's time. And so with Donna Lee, I saw the characteristics that I was looking for in a wife. I saw, she was very involved with her church. I saw how, she was with her family. She was pursuing her graduate degree. So she was a teacher. So just really was, taking care of things, taking care of stuff. She was doing running her dance business out of her garage.
I remember that.
You remember because we were pulling up them floors.
When y'all saw that
wood
house.
floors when we got ready to move out of the house, and you was like, we need to pay somebody to do this. This is not happening. But yeah, so that was us dating. So we did different things, going out on double dates with friends. That was a big thing that we did, going out with other couples, restaurants, going to the movies. She was into shows, so if there was a show we can go see, doing things like that. And then I know early in our dating, I did a picnic, which was really nice. So we went down to Centennial Park, laid out a blanket, took some photos, just kind of hung out, being silly and stuff like that. So I knew this was someone I could have fun with, and I think that was important because I want to be able to have a good time. Nobody wants in a marriage and it's like, you don't even laugh, you don't even have no fun. So that was our dating experience before we got married.
Did you say you could laugh together? I think for us, it was exciting because we were in theater together.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So that was such a great connection. She majored in theater. I just had an interest in it. And we started doing some acting together, and it just, for me, it bonded us.
And didn't y'all play husband and
we
wife?
We did. We played husband.
Before y'all got married.
Exactly.
Nice. Yeah.
So
that's so cool.
That was amazing. So
and then
that's our story.
Real quick, how about give some of the dating in marriage?
So the dating in marriage, once we got married, we knew that we had to make our relationship a priority.
Okay.
And the reason why we had to do that is because we were already with child. And so coming in with a family already, I think, so we got married. She was about 4 or 5 months pregnant. And then once he was born, we had to make sure that we continued to make our relationship a priority.
Okay.
And so early on, our families were a very strong support system for us to make sure they could take our son while we could still date.
Okay.
And that was good for us to be able to do that. And we've always made our relationship the priority instead of our children, because we always had in our mind that we wanted to make sure that we were examples for our sons of making our marriage a priority and not them the priority.
Got it. Love that. So I think for us, because of course we moved out to Houston when the kids were 2 and 3. And so having family to rely on, we didn't really have that because we didn't have any family in Houston when we moved there. And so I think early on, it was a bit of a challenge to do the date nights until we really started discovering good babysitters, which we had that in Atlanta. We had family and we had a good babysitter. So we were able to do date nights and things like that. But in Houston, I think we really started to find a better rhythm for that. But the challenge was we would find a really good babysitter and we would be on a streak of consistently being able to date. And then that babysitter, because typically just the message here, your solid babysitters are usually those college-age young ladies who are getting ready to graduate or maybe getting ready to transition to a master's program or something. And as soon as they graduate, get that job, Either the rates go up or they ain't got time no more.
And that's the ones that you're paying for.
That's the
right?
ones you're paying for.
That's the one you're paying
those
for.
Those are the ones you're paying for.
Right.
So, but we were able to get some really solid babysitters when we were in Houston, and that allowed us to really have a great rhythm of going out on dates, hanging out with friends. Again, I think that was a big thing for us is when we had we did our thing with just her and I going out, right? We love to do that, but we also loved enjoy being able to get together with other couples, hanging out with them. Just really felt like that strengthened our marriage. And then when we talk about, seeing your spouse, I know that's the space where she really like thrives when she's around her girlfriends and we're with other couples. She just really, her personality comes bubbling out.
Yes.
She's an introvert, but when she's around those that she really knows well, she's really comfortable, you start to see her extrovert come out. And so I always enjoyed that. So that's been great for us being able to do that. And we just continued that. Baseball, softball kind of throws a rift in the spring normally, but we still find ways to make sure we keep that dating going.
But
it's easier now because the kids are older.
For sure. But I think I love that when I was dating Catherine, and I know over time things change, but she's always been a pamper me lady.
Okay.
So I know that spas and manicures and pedicures and soft lotions and all of that was really what she thrived in, what she truly enjoyed. So bringing a bouquet of flowers and some chocolates, like, thank you, but you don't really know me. That's not what I do.
Right.
Now, the only flowers that she would like get excited about is calla lilies. Right, so if I get any kind of calla lilies,
Donna Lee loves lilies, by the way, too.
So she loves that.
Yeah.
But outside of that, no, give me a spa day. Give me some treatments like that. So that's what we've really surrounded our dating with, couples massages and manicures and pedicures and all that. That's what's been our rhythm, and love that.
And I love the book, the 5 love languages.
Yes.
And I think that's so critical when you talk about prioritizing your marriage, right? And even we talked about last time on expectations, and even seeing your spouse, knowing your spouse, feeling your spouse, those love languages, they tend to change depending on the season of life, depending on the season she might be in. So there's been times with my wife, it was gifts. That's probably the least one of the love languages with her. Usually it's acts of service or quality time.
Quality time.
Are her too big, right? Acts of service, quality time. But there's been seasons where it's just been like quality time is what I need. And then it was like, nope, I need gifts. I need acts of service. And what's the other one? It was some other ones. It was those two, right?
Touch, physical touch.
Yeah, physical touch.
Touch is one.
But so it just...
And affirmation. Words of affirmations.
Yeah, and it changes. Depending on where you might be. So it's important to really be aware. We talked about the scripture last time, knowing your spouse, right?
Knowing your spouse.
Dwell together with your spouse according to knowledge. So you have to know
that 1 Peter.
Your spouse and know where she is, what space she's in, so that you can effectively love her well.
And I love that too. Well, for me, when we went through the 5 love languages, hers is quality time. It's been pretty consistent.
Okay.
There's some others. Yeah. But what we did is I drilled down deeper too than just saying she just wants quality time. Well, let's look at the categories of quality time that she likes. She likes quality time by herself. She likes it with me.
Yep.
She likes it with the family. She likes it with the girlfriends. So if I can navigate all 4 of those spaces from a quality time, then she really shows up well.
Okay.
So I know when she loves to be around like Donnelly and Ebony, right? And some of her other girlfriends, that gives her a lot of life. Yep. But also she likes that time like, I don't want nobody around. I just want to be myself. So creating that space for her that she can actually just go into her own spa day by herself. It helps her to process and recharge and rejuvenate herself.
No, it's good. It's good.